Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Is the mic close enough for y'all to hear me?
Sit back, relax, and come tune in because me and J. Levon about to go in.
You're tuned into another golden episode of Under the Twin XL, where we give our popular and unpopular opinions about love, life, and HBCU culture.
We're all about keeping it real, chill, and talking a big deal. You're now stuffed.
Cannot move.
You're now stuffed.
In place.
Stuffed.
Parked.
Under the Twin XL on WANM 90.5, the flavor.
Flavor with a VA. That's how you know it's black. What's up? Ooh.
Oh, sorry.
A witch just invaded her body.
LOL.
What's up, y'all? We're so excited to be back under the Twin XL, y'all. I love it here.
Yes, I love it here. I can stay here all day. It's like a little vacation oasis.
Yes, like I really wish y'all knew, like, every episode we have a podcast before the podcast, and it's so good. Like,
yeah, we get in the stew and we pretty much talk for a good 2.5 hours, and we probably should only be in here for an hour.
Yeah, it's really bad. Like, but it's just because we love talking to y'all. We love talking to each other.
Yeah, and it really is really good to get, like, to catch up with him when we're in the stew, because it'd be like, okay, this happened. We give each other advice, and it be so real. Like, oh Lord, I'm able to tell him, like, not the deepest, darkest secrets, but some secrets that I really need some advice on. He really be pushing me through, like.
And same, like, Ashton just told me I was wrong in a situation I knew I went wrong in, and I was like, dang, wow.
Change that perspective, baby.
She really gave me a whole new outlook on the whole situation, and I really mess with her. Like, under the Twin XL, we are family around here, okay? We're locked in bad.
LOL. So how you been, J. Levon?
I'm good. I'm getting over a cold. I'm not gonna lie. Last time y'all heard me, I was stuffed up because of allergies. Now I'm stuffed up because of a cold. It's really hard, but
yeah, like I said, I haven't been sick once this year, which I'm very grateful for, because freshman year, bro, I used to be sick all the time, like nasty sick. Like, I remember, like, in the beginning of the year, I had this cough, so I had to drink water consistently in class because people would look at me crazy because I would be coughing. But I coughed from like August all the way up to like October, swear. Then, like, I caught the tally flu like 3 times last year. I had a stomach virus, and then I had, like, I don't think I had pink eye, but my eye was like swollen one time. Like, I'm just blessed that I haven't been sick yet. Amen. Knock on wood. Amen.
Yeah, that is insane.
Yeah, it was rough freshman year. I can't lie. That tally flu, take you out.
Yeah, everybody has to adjust to being in Tallahassee. And then I thought I was going to be immune from it, but apparently I'm not immune from tally flu.
Well, I think it's because you stay in a dorm, and
I wasn't immune from it last year.
Oh, you got it last year?
I got it last year.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's nasty. Yeah.
But I was on campus all the time.
Okay, that makes sense.
But, like, I just thought, like, I'm from here. How can I catch a tally flu? But that's because it's not the tally people. It's all y'all outsiders coming in mingling.
Yeah,
it happens in Tally, but it's not because of Tally. It's really y'all.
It's the mix of Baltimore, Atlanta,
Miami, Texas,
Jacksonville, Duval, LOL. It's a mix of all these black
Tampa
folks parlaying around in this small little city. Yeah, I said it. No offense. I know this is your city, LOL.
And the people across the tracks clock it, because they be over here and we be over there.
I don't go to FSU often.
Well, we go to Roberto's, and that's across the tracks.
Roberto's?
We go to Chipotle, and that's across the tracks.
I just started liking Chipotle.
Really? I love Chipotle.
I'm usually a Moe's girly, and then I was like, boo Chipotle, like, Chipotle's so nasty. But one time I tried it, and then I tried it again. This is like my third time trying it. Third time's a charm for real, because the first 2 times wasn't good. The third time, bro, Chipotle got me hooked. Chipotle is so good, and I probably eaten Chipotle like 15 times in the last 3 weeks.
No, same. I had to stop eating Chipotle because I was eating it too much.
It's so good.
But I've never had Moe's, but I hear good things about Moe's. We're going to Moe's. But, like, I've never had it. So I'm going to try it at some point. But I love Chipotle. And I never thought I would be one of those people like, oh, Chipotle. I was eating Chipotle like 3 times a week.
I was the biggest Chipotle hater. Like, you can ask any of my friends, like, biggest Chipotle hater, and then tried it that third time, baby. You actually can't keep me away. I love a good Chipotle bowl.
I wasn't a hater. I just wasn't a fan. Like, I wasn't a fan. And then probably like last summer, because I had it out of town. Something like, one thing I will say about Tally, we do not have the best food. I can't like. Jeez. I don't like a lot of mess about Tally being said to my face, but we're not the best when it comes to food. Yeah. I had Chipotle in Tennessee. Surprisingly, Tennessee has really good food.
What part of Tennessee were you in?
I was in Knoxville.
Okay.
And I went to Chipotle over there. Y'all, that's when the obsession started last summer. Ever since then, Chipotle. Like,
yeah, Chipotle got my heart for real. Can't even
real
lie.
bad. That might be my favorite. Like, it might be my favorite.
And I'm not gonna say that I like Chipotle more than Moe's, but I have been to Chipotle more than I have been to Moe's lately. And I used to get Moe's.
Have a car.
Right, and I used to get Moe's every Monday because it's like $8.99 burritos. But now I'd rather spend the 10 on Chipotle. I can't even lie.
I don't even know how we start talking about this.
Me either.
I'm not gonna lie.
Anyway, okay. Song of the day. Let's just go ahead and get into it.
My song of the day is called "The Roof" or "Back in Time" by Mariah Carey. I love vocal layering. Y'all know.
Do it on the mic.
You have to layer it. Like different takes.
Vocal layering.
Layering.
I heard vocal layering.
No, like layer the vocals, like this vocal on top of this vocal, like like that. Yeah, but then like all at the same time.
Right.
And the vocal layering on that song is 10 out of 10. Now, I couldn't really know what she was saying. I had to look at the lyrics to understand what she was talking about, but it sounded good.
Right.
Yeah.
In her prime.
Why every time I have a song of the day and it's Mariah Carey, we have to do this?
In her prime. But
yes, it was her prime. She
could sing in that prime.
She can still sing now every 6 months, so I don't want to hear it.
Bro, when's the last time you saw a Mariah Carey live performance where she actually ate?
Well, I gotta be live. This is what I be talking about. Why I gotta be live.
Bro, but are you talking about like studio performances? Because you can alter that. Like, I'm talking about a live performance where Mariah is walking back and forth on the stage giving her all. She hasn't done that in years.
Why I gotta be live? That's
right.
what I'm saying. Like,
no, like I clocked you so hard on that T because you saying why I gotta be live? Because in the studio they literally could alter what she sounds like. Of course, I can sound good in the stew. I sound good in the stew right now, duh. That's why I'm talking on the mic. So, like, I mean, anything's possible.
I just feel like this year has turned me into a little bit of a lamb. I am a fan of hers. I love her. She's amazing.
Mariah Carey, man. Okay, so my song of the day, I'm going to go with Location by Khalid. LOL.
That is such, like...
old song, right?
Yeah, it's just like... But it's chill, though.
It's giving me middle school.
It does give me middle school, but it also gives me, like, bungalow at the beach.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know. Location is the song of the day, only because... Send me that location.
Ooh, clock it.
Because I'm trying to see where you at.
Because I need it. And you know what I'm talking about.
Well. Okay. You better stop it. Oh.
Hey, Westlaw.
Not you knocking on the door. How are you doing, Mr. XL man?
Are you good for real? I like that haircut. You sharp.
Yeah, waves looking nice.
That male suit looking crisp. I know that's right. He starched that boy.
Yeah, I'm about to say he ironed it this morning. Get the word. Let's see what we got today. Okay. Well, let's talk about fashion sense. I have had this epiphany where I feel as if I need to, not do I need to, but I want to put more effort into my clothing. I feel like I'm a very much not roll out of bed, but like as long as I'm comfortable type of girl. And I feel like I want to be more of a, oh my gosh, your outfit's so cute, everyday type of girl. What do you think? I feel like you're a get dressed every day type of boy, personally.
I pretty much am.
Yeah.
It just makes me feel better. It gives me more confidence throughout the day to know that I look well, I'm presenting myself well. It gives me more energy. It makes me feel, it just makes me feel better. It improves my interactions. It improves my focus. Like, and it sounds very petty, but like, I swear it makes my day better when I know I look good.
How does it sound petty?
Because it sounds like, well, not petty, but it sounds like vapid.
I don't know. Yeah, I totally get that. But I feel like my issue is that I feel like I don't have enough clothes, or I feel like I can't put them together. Like, you right now have like on a basic fit of the sweater, jeans, and shoes, but I feel like my collection of jeans has gone so downhill, like out of nowhere. I feel like in high school, my mom forced me to wear pants like all the time, so I did wear jeans often. And now that I'm in college, it's really went from jeans to what's that called? Athletic leisure.
Athleisure.
Yeah.
Athleisure.
Athleisure.
That
LOL.
Lululemon.
Not Lulu, because Lulu is expensive and I'm not Delulu. LOL. Okay.
So you do Moo Melon.
Yeah, I do Walmart. LOL.
Clock it.
I thrift a lot of my
Walmart
sweatpants.
has gotten better with clothes, actually.
Yeah. I actually thrift a lot of my sweatpants. I get a lot of sweatpants like name brands, Adidas, Under Armour, and some New Balance stuff from thrift stores, I will say, have good sport sweatwear or whatever.
I'm not good at thrifting. I hate to admit it. I'm not good at thrifting. Like, I'm not good at thrifting, and I don't know how, I don't know why. I do know. I think I know why. It's harder to find nice clothes at thrift shops for men's clothes in my size.
I feel the same way, low key, but that's why I shop in men's, so I get that. I shop in men's mostly when I thrift sometimes, because most women who are thrifting clothes are not giving away XL 20 size pants. LOL. They're giving away, like, I feel like the options for bigger women is definitely slim. So like when people are dressed like the thrifter, like with the big pants, the Timbs and the jackets, it's harder for me to even fit into that aesthetic as well, because I can't find clothes like that will fit me like that. Baggy pants don't fit me baggy 100% because I have thick thighs, so now I look stupid.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I have to gamble with the thrifting, but I am a really big thrifter, but I haven't been recently in this year because, baby, I've been broke.
That's another thing. Like,
I have no money.
Like, your fashion sense gotta depend on coin. Like, you gotta have some coin. Like,
you gotta have some coin.
I don't know how else to describe it. Like, I didn't start dressing for real until I got money.
That's real.
And it wasn't a buttload of money, but it was enough to, like, get a Shein card, get a Fashion Nova card, go to the mall. Like, it was sufficient for what I needed.
Yeah, and I feel like right now I'm going through this phase. I don't have a job, but I do live off campus. So when I do get money, my first instinct is not to buy clothes. I am catching up on everything else that I needed to buy for the month. LOL. Detergent, gas, groceries, rent. Like, I don't really set money aside for things that I really want anymore, which isn't necessarily the answer, but at this point I feel like I'm more in survival mode, and I have been trying to find a job. LOL. Can't find one. LOL. No one will hire you. But yeah, I feel like I'm more in survival mode, so it's like, yes, I do want to change the way I dress and put more effort in, but me putting money aside to buy a Shein cart when I know that I would rather make sure that my refrigerator is stocked with groceries, because it's to the point where, like, I spend so much money on the things that I need, like there's usually no money left over to eat out, so I don't even have the convenience to go get something to eat at Zaxby's on a Thursday if I don't feel like cooking. It's no, like, I get groceries and I stock up to get food that I can take out the freezer or that I can cook, because I don't have money left over to even go out to eat out. So, like, I have to make sure I have the money. And that doesn't include eating out or putting money aside for clothes. I don't know.
Yeah. I care a lot, like we just said, about my clothes. So I do put money into the side for clothes. It don't be, like, a lot. But, like, freshman year, I had a bad problem with, like, spending habits. So I used to buy, like, carts full. Like, when I tell you, like, buy out my cart, buy 5 pair of shoes at once. Like, bad. And I was broke all last semester, so I didn't buy no clothes. I think I bought like 2 shirts. But then I'm having issues with my weight is up and down, so like I can't fit my clothes how I want to fit my clothes. I had a bleach issue washing my clothes, so some of my shirts got messed up. So it's like I'm in need of shirts right now. So yeah, it's just a mess.
Yeah, I don't know, because it's like I have clothes at the same time. It's like when it's time to, like, actually go somewhere or put
and then you
something
outgrow
on,
stuff.
and then I'm like, right,
Not even just size way, but you just don't want to wear it no more.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I definitely want to put my best foot forward. Coming next year is junior year. Like, honestly, I can't believe we've made it this
Don't say that,
far.
bro.
Like, we are about to be juniors in college. Like, I think that is mind blowing because I feel like I just got on the hill. But time is moving, and pretty soon I'm about to be a corporate America girly, and I don't want them to be eating me up at work. Like, I really have to put my best foot forward and figure out my style and what I want to wear, because I'm also going for higher positions and I just want to look presentable at all times. And I just don't know really where to start. What do you think is some simple changes that I can make to enhance my look?
I think, well, freshman year, I will say, like, you cared more, so you looked cute a lot freshman year. One thing I will always say that will enhance any look: accessorize. Throw that necklace on, make sure we see it, put those bracelets on.
I do need to do better with accessories.
Throw a lash on, you know, do something to your hair, and you can wear a white shirt and jeans. If you accessorize correctly, you'll be cute. You know, so small changes. You don't necessarily need to go get a whole new wardrobe, but get some pieces, accent pieces. Get a shirt that'll stand out. Get some pants that'll stand out, and everything else can be chill. Inspiration. Everybody's on TikTok all the time. Everybody's on Instagram all the time. Everybody on there be dressing. And now it's a lot more people with our statures that are presenting themselves as fashion forward. So you can see what fits them, and you can actually see what it will look like on somebody who looks like you. Because my problem is, I think that these clothes that I see on Shein gonna look right on me, but it's a 5'2", 120-pound man.
Yeah, trying to find that plus size fashion figure. But you know, society definitely has changed with pushing forward plus size fashion. But I feel as if, like, I don't know. I did disagree about. I feel like last year I definitely put less effort in.
You feel like you put less effort in last year?
Cause living on campus.
Oh, you mean last semester?
No, I mean like last year, freshman year. I feel
okay.
like living on campus definitely changed. Like, I would just really go to class with a lot of sweatpants on. And yes, I do that now, but I do that now because I have class so early in the morning. Like, we have math at 9:05. And usually on a good day, I usually go to class and I come home. So that's another big reason that I got into the sweatpants. But like, you don't be seeing me on Tuesdays and Thursdays, my long days. And I usually do put clothes on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Okay, period.
So I will say that. But last semester I did dress more because I had longer days on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But like I said, I just got into the mindset of wearing leggings, sweatpants, hoodies, because also this semester it was winter and it's so easy to, you know, just to bundle up. And like I said, I did have a couple times where I would just be like, okay, math class home, be back in bed by 10:30 type. So I do get that. But I don't know. I do feel like I do need to do some small investing, and I do agree with the accessories.
Yeah. And
then build from there. And also, I really do struggle with my hair. I do have an undercut. I don't know if a lot of people probably don't know that, but I cut my hair, and I do regret it now. So I'm currently growing it out.
You regret it? Really?
I regret cutting my hair. I did that, and I'm literally like, why? I had an undercut in 8th grade, and in 8th grade it was cool. I am 19 years old. Why did I cut my hair again? I don't know. Yeah, I do regret it. I think it's too big also. So I'm growing off the top, but the bottom is still going to stay an undercut, but it's going to just be smaller so it will look more normal. But I do regret cutting my hair. Really
I didn't
bad.
know that.
Yeah, I do regret it. So I'm currently growing it out so it looks horrible.
So you have to cover it with your other locks.
That's why I keep wearing my hair half up, half down, or all the way down, because I can't wear it in a ponytail anymore. Because when I say it looks like a forest nest back there, it looks pretty rough. But it's growing out pretty well. But it's gonna take a couple months before it gets to the length where I can reattach the locks. So.
I think if you dress for your hair, it'll help. So like with your half up, half down, it's giving like earthy. So if you,
yeah.
So
That's funny.
I'm just saying, like, it just looks earthy. So if you lean into that with your outfits, it'll coagulate. Instead of you trying to look like super like put together or like wear a leather suit.
Yeah, like that Earth Girl feel. I definitely like that. But I also Don't own a skirt. LOL. I also need to open my Verizons of my.
That's what I was gonna say.
My
try something
pants.
new.
Right. I'm honestly sick of wearing pants. Like, also, I'm really known for wearing pants to the club, and I'm like, that's fun and all, but I be seeing girls in skirts, like rompers, sometimes like mini dresses, and I feel like I want to step into that as well. Like you said, trying something new, be different, because I feel like I wear pants all the time. Pants. You could call me Hillary Clinton at this point.
Oh.
Anyway, with that being said, you guys, I'm gonna start putting more effort into my clothing wear. So you guys will slowly see that increase, especially this summer once I get me a JOB and I'm really dropping bags. When I'm really dropping bags on stuff, y'all really gonna know. LOL, you gonna know I have a JOB.
Now, junior year, I'm gonna look too good.
Yeah, got to. Junior year, we gotta go up. It's junior year. Like, I genuinely can't believe that we are about to be juniors in the next couple months. I feel like time won't slow down. Like,
we're gonna be like upper class.
I'm literally auntie at this point. Like why is Class of 28 following me on Instagram right now?
28? That's a thing?
28. Class of 28 FAMU has followed me.
Do you remember how we used to act when we would hear somebody say Class 24?
Yeah.
I treated like I literally was helping them up the stairs. Like, you're so old. That's us now.
We're literally so old. Like, I can't believe it.
LOL.
Anyway, with that being said, take this fashion meal away from me. LOL.
Y'all have a good day.
Yeah, maybe he will, maybe he won't. He has some other mail to deliver today, so hopefully he has a great day.
So y'all, now we got to get into this other topic because me and Ashley was talking, and we're at a crossroads. Okay, we are at the point of should we return or should we not? You know, and what about your friends? We talking about friendship, like friendship. You know, and I have a best friend. She has a best friend. When it comes to this whole like a best friend thing, we were trying to figure out like, is it okay to have multiple best friends, or like, how does the whole like best friend thing work? What does having a best friend mean to you? Like, it's different for everybody. Like, everybody's friendship has different like rules and dynamics, I guess. And like, when you have a best friend, to me, like, that's a title. Like, it's more than a title. It's a place in my life. You know, like, you have a special place in my heart and in my life. So what comes with that is like responsibility. Like, we have a responsibility to each other. We have what is it called? We have like, you know, a commitment to each other.
Okay, yeah, commitment.
And it's just certain things that you don't do. And I just wouldn't run around and call like anybody else my best friend all willy-nilly.
Okay, wait. So you're saying you wouldn't call anyone else your best friend
willy-nilly?
Willy-nilly, LOL, specifically. Does that mean that you're taking out of consideration that you can have multiple best friends? Like, genuine best friends. Like, can you have multiple best friends that are all not all best friends at that?
To me, it's just like, how many? Because I feel like more than two is like...
Okay, I feel like more than two is definitely like
more than
pushing.
More than two, maybe three, depending on the context. But
yeah, I say three if it's maybe a friend group.
Yeah, but like, because I would say that I have two best friends. But like, I take that very seriously. Like, I have a commitment to both of them. I have a responsibility to be a great best friend to both of them. Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like, so I have a childhood best friend, I have a college best friend, and I also have close friends. And I feel like that the concept of not being able to have multiple best friends who are genuinely there for you, I feel like maybe as I grow up, I see that that necessarily doesn't have to be true, that you can only have one best friend. I feel like we were conditioned in like a long time, high school, middle school, elementary school, that you can only have one best friend, and that one best friend is like the go-to friend, you know. But I've also had best friends stab me in the back. I've also had best friends drop me out of nowhere. I've also had best friends be shady, weird, move slimy. Because I feel like the title best friends, you can gain it, but also it's real easy for somebody to lose it. And
see, I disagree. Like, if you can lose it that easy, was y'all really best friends?
Look,
because
okay,
I don't know. I don't feel like me and my best friend, we've had times where like we didn't talk for a little, or like we didn't call each other best friend, but like deep down, like that's still my best friend. Like it's like we're family, you know, like we're family. That's not gonna go anywhere. Like,
yeah, well then I guess I agree with you saying like we are really best friends because
if you can lose the title so easily, like, but then it's like, what are you basing that off of? Like, I remember one time in high school, this girl like posted something about a best friend, and she told me like this other girl swiped up and she was like, "Oh, I'll be your best friend." What? Like,
yeah, no, that doesn't work.
That doesn't work. Like, you have to build up. Like, you have to start from strangers to, you know, associates, to friends, to close friends, to best friend.
But,
you have to work your way up. You don't meet somebody and they're just your best friend. I'm sorry.
Well, honestly, I feel like if I'm sitting here thinking about it, what makes a best friend? Like, how do you go from regular friendship to, oh no, that's my best friend? Is it just the amount of communication you guys have?
No.
Okay.
I can talk to somebody every day and you're not my best friend.
So what makes a best friend?
We have to go through things. We have to go through things together. We have to go through heartbreak. We have to go through crisis. I have to really know that no matter what, I have to feel comfortable that you'll be there for me. Like, we have to go through things. Not saying that we have to fall out or it's, you know, between me and you, but like, life happens.
Like, I need to know that you'll be able to carry me when life gets bad on my side, and I'll be able to carry you when life gets bad on your side.
I need to know that you understand me, and if you don't understand me, that you're not going to just call me weird. You're going to try to communicate with me. We're going to have a conversation. I need to know how you act when you're upset. I need to know how you act when you're happy. I need to know how you act when you're tired. I need to know how you act when you're hungry. I need to know.
LOL.
You know, these are things that I have to know about you for me to call you my best friend. I can't call you my best friend and I don't know your mama name.
Okay, so what's the timeline of between you going from strangers to your best friendship? Like, to you could call somebody that? Because I honestly feel like, so like me and my best friend now, we met each other last year. That's 1 year of friendship. So when do you decipher that you really know that this person can be trusted and that they support you and love you and really care about you, that you can call him your best friend?
Well, my other best friend, I also met him in like around homecoming of freshman year. And I would say it took us not a long time. I would say it took us until like the beginning of this school year. So like around that same like year margin to be like, yeah, like I consider you like a best friend.
Okay, and I honestly, I feel like the year mark, after going through things and then like learning things, asking for advice, seeing like you go through the depths of college, me go through the depths of college, I definitely can see like how a year mark can be like, I can see and consider you as a best friend. And
then also like the breaks. Like, do we still talk over the breaks? That's really important. That's really important to, even if I consider you a close friend, or is it one of those things where it's like, I only talk to you when you're in my face? But then like, so we still talk over the break. Okay, cool. I need to know how you act towards your other friends. Because I'm not necessarily a person that moves off of how you treat like your situations with other people, but I look and see how you treat other people, because at some point you're going to treat me that way.
Right.
So you have to be a good person to other people. You can't just be a good person to me and be, a monster to other people. Like, these are like, it's a lot of things that I take into consideration before I would even consider somebody to be a best friend to me. What advice are you giving me? Do you really have my best, like, do you really have my best lifestyle in consideration?
But I don't know, because like, I feel like I'm kind of like teeter-tot, because yes, we can really go through the depths of it, and like, I'd be like, yeah, I consider you a best friend. And you can say that, but people can still turn around and do some crazy stuff. And I know we said earlier, is that really a best friend? But I feel like that can go both ways. Like, yes, that could really be a best friend, and then it just turns out like the person.
But you said you can lose the title so easy.
Okay.
That's not easy. Like, if they actually do you dirt, I don't feel like that's easy to lose.
Do you dirt? You better, you sound like Ice Spice to me. Do you dirt? Do you dirt?
But yeah, like, if they really like do something grimy or something grimy happens, then that's not like something small that made you lose the title. But if y'all get into an argument and it's like, oh, we not best friends no more, then y'all wasn't really never best friends for real.
I guess I get what you're saying.
Like, if it's not anything that's about, or if it's something that can be talked about and y'all don't talk about it, y'all are not best friends.
Agreed. Because at the end of the day, the underlining problem or the underlining thing that's needed in any friendship, relationship, just pure like general people is communication. And if you can't have the communication with the person that something's bothering you, or like you want to correct them or something like that, you can't do it, I agree, that's not a best friend. But with that being said, when it comes best friends, you know, you also have random friend groups. How do you think mixing friend groups goes? Like when you have, oh, you mentioned earlier like a birthday dinner, you invite your friends from here, you invite your friends from here. What is the anxiety in the room of them people mixing together and having a good dinner?
Well, for one, I have social anxiety basically all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So then when something is, especially like surrounding me, it's very hard. Like, it's very hard to see, you know, whose personalities are going to mix, you know. It's very hard. Mixing friend groups is one of the most stressful things you can do.
Babe, been there, done that, yeah.
Because, you know, your friend over here is an amazing person and your friend over here is an amazing person, but when they get together, you just don't know if it'll be an amazing situation.
Amazing time, LOL.
It's very nerve-wracking. Thankfully, I have such good friends in my life that even if they don't mesh, they're not gonna, you know,
kill each other.
Yeah, like they're not even gonna address it because of the respect they have for me. Like I had a birthday dinner and I felt like two of my friends weren't really like rocking with each other, but they didn't make it known. It was nothing going on. They were talking to each other, whatever the case may be, to the point where like I never even had to bring it up ever. Okay. It was just something that I observed. But because they had so much respect for me and they were there for me,
put your pride to the side for a minute.
Yeah, like, and most people can't do that. Which is why I say my friends are amazing. Shout out to y'all. But most people can't do that.
Yeah, I've done the friend mixing. I have really bad secondhand embarrassment and social anxiety when it comes to other people and trying to make sure that stuff is like smooth sailing, like nobody's beefing with each other, because I used to have this mindset like I want all my friends to like each other, but then I had to realize that that isn't possible and that's out of my hands. I can't always put myself on the line to be like, OMG, they don't like each other. I can't, because that used to give me so much anxiety, like my friends not clicking and them being in the same space, partying or at an event. And I just had to realize like their beef with each other is just going to have to be their beef. But that brings me to an enemy of my enemy is not a friend of me. Like, what do you think about that? Like, that's just crazy. I just thought about that. Like, the concept of you being friends with somebody, but your friend don't like that person, so you shouldn't be friends with them no more. How do you feel about that? Because low-key, I feel like...
Ooh, that is so, like, when I tell you that is so tricky, that's one of the most tricky things that I've had to deal with, because I'm such a nice and social person. So say if like somebody just did you dirty and you just don't like that person, I wouldn't necessarily try and get close to that person, but I'm not gonna not talk to that person because you don't like that person, because at the end of the day, I'm a grown adult and I can talk to who I want to talk to, and I have to give everybody a fair chance off of my merit. Now I'm gonna take the things that you said into consideration, but I'm also gonna take them with a grain of salt. You know, that's just me. But I know a lot of people, like, if my friend don't mess with you, I don't mess with you out of loyalty. And I understand that. I think it can range a little on the childish side.
Yeah.
But I understand it. I understand the aspect of loyalty, but it really, like, it makes a lot of situations worse than it needs to be when you do things like that.
I don't know. I personally, I'm a very sociable person. I know quite a few people on, like, different aspects of life, LOL. And I don't know, I feel like I don't necessarily expect that for myself. Like, I don't make that, well, I really don't be beefing with people. That's one. I've never really had nobody step at me crazy. I don't know what it is, but people just give me my respect, LOL. But I've never had that standard where it's like, I don't like her, so I don't need you talking to her. And I feel like since I haven't had that standard, somebody looking at me a little bit crazy for that. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like that is a little bit more on the childish side. I feel like it one depends on the situation. I feel like if the person did something like crazy, yeah, I get it. But for the person to be a mutual friend between two of us,
Yeah.
and for you to be like, okay, well, she did this, and now I'm done with her, and if you're not done with her, I'm done with you.
See, that's a totally different thing, because if you already have if I have my own separate relationship to this person,
right,
I'm not gonna give that up.
Right.
Now, depending on what they did, yeah, of course. But even if you are the one who introduced me, that doesn't necessarily mean that this person is cut out of my life. Like,
right.
It just depends. But and then I'm reminded of like this quote from Bad Girls Club.
Oh.
And it was like, she cursed, but I'm not gonna curse. She was like, I don't mess with people that mess with people that I don't mess with. And I kind of understand that.
Wait, say it again.
I don't mess with people who mess with people that I don't mess with. So basically, like, if you friends with my enemy, now you're my enemy, basically, is what she's saying. And I also do think that it's pretty childish, but I understand it when it comes to protecting peace. Because if you know that you're friends with somebody that is not my favorite person, don't have me around that person. Because now I feel like you're putting me in a space where I won't be comfortable. So it's one thing to, continue a friendship with people who are not friends. But to put them in a space with each other and it's an issue isn't really good. Like, I kind of did that accidentally one time last year. They were friends and I knew them as a group, but they weren't rocking with each other. And I knew it was like, some distance, but I didn't know how deep it went.
Are you talking about?
I'll tell you.
Oh, okay.
And there was some distance. So we were all sitting at the table and they just didn't speak to each other. But it was because I didn't know how bad it was. I was thinking like, they'll be cool again or whatever. And I didn't necessarily like invite them both, but I didn't tell, one not to come either.
Right. I just feel like friendships get so sticky. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, but there's so many situations where things can get so sticky so fast. And I just feel like it gives me anxiety, honestly. The whole concept of friendship, making sure everybody's straight, the friendship merging, I feel like that also gives me anxiety, because say we merge groups and then there's a problem that stirs up amongst the group, so now we're taking sides. Now it's less of what was the original group, what was the old group, what's the new one. Like, friendships become so sticky.
Yeah. Situations
become sticky. Best friendships can become sticky, because also some people have that jealousy mindset, which I'm not 100% like downplaying, but some people can be jealous, and that's when the having two best friends come into play, or having multiple close friends come into play, because now it's you spending more time with this person than you spending with me. But do you like me more? Do you like this person more? I don't like this person, but you like them. Like,
it's
why am I little heart
hard
pounding just talking about it?
And when it came to that, like, I had a situation with my dearest friend. Like, I love that person, and they basically told me, like, when it's me and you, it just got to be me and you, because when you add other people to the mix, it changes the dynamic.
Yeah.
And I just had to oblige. Like, you're so real, and it doesn't mean that I love you any less. It doesn't mean that I love that any person less. I have to love y'all, a little more separate, not all the way separate, because they are still friends, but I just have to love y'all a little more separate. And that just makes sense. Like, as much as you want the people that you love to love each other, that's just not realistic. And as much as you want the people that you're close with to be close with each other, that's just not realistic. Some people are just gonna be cordial. Some people aren't gonna be, super buddy, and that just is what it is. And you have to just let go of the whole merging situation.
Yeah, I agree.
I will say birthdays is probably the hardest time to do it.
Birthdays is probably the worst, like, merging situation, especially if
you're having a dinner or something. Like,
something more intimate where you have to sit down and, like, people on their phones because they really don't got nothing to talk about. Like, I say birthdays is a little bit more sticky. Also, but then, vacations.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm sorry. No,
that's
not
either.
Sticky. I'm just not gonna do it.
Yeah,
that's not sticky. Actually, I just wouldn't go out of the town with friends
people
that
I don't like or know.
Like, if I'm going on a vacation with people, we have to all be cool before we left.
Well, I don't know. You say you don't be on TikTok much, but I don't know. Ray Monte went on went to Mexico for his birthday.
Yeah.
And one of his best friends, Tink, and E. Kane got into it. E. Kane swear the other girl was drunk. Like, she had no issue with it, but the girl Tink was like, people were saying was bullying her on the trip. So it was like that concept of like they didn't 100% mesh on the trip, but it was their friend's birthday trip. So they kind of like E. Kane sucked it up to get through the trip. You know, like, I'm not about to ruin nobody's birthday. Like, but I don't know.
It's just
but I don't know.
I don't know. I just feel like if we're going out of town, everybody needs to know each other.
I agree. Let's not merge out of town.
Let's not merge out of town. It's one thing if it's a dinner, okay, because we can all go home after these 2 hours.
Right.
But if we're going out of town for an extended time, we need to all know each other.
I agree. And exclusively at that.
And unfortunately, if you the one friend that don't know everybody else that's coming, we just gonna have to do something when I get back, baby. Because I don't have time to be in Mexico.
But that's how people's feelings get hurt, though. They're not gonna understand. Some people don't understand that.
And I'm not gonna sit here and say that I would understand if I was the person that was left out.
Okay, well, some people not gonna understand that.
I'm not even gonna say that I'm the person that wouldn't understand, but it's something that you have to get over.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not your best friend, I can't expect you to choose me over your best friend.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stay home. I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be hurt. I'm gonna be sick when I look on Instagram and see y'all, on dirt bikes in Tulum and stuff. But I'm gonna be
petting the elephants, literally.
Yeah, but it's just I would rather somebody be upset for a little while than the whole trip is ruined.
Yeah.
And now my friends are beefing with each other. Like, that's just too messy for me.
I agree.
And everything can be solved with communication. Like,
communication is key, y'all.
Don't just all of a sudden pop up and you in Mexico and you ain't tell your friend you was going to Mexico and y'all supposed to be close. Explain to that girl why she can't come.
Yeah.
And really don't even be like, oh, it's because you don't fit in with my friends. But just say it how it is. You don't really know them, and I wouldn't want to put you in that situation. I've done that before with my friends from home and my friends from college. I know you're not gonna mesh, so I wouldn't put you in that situation. And it just is what it is, and we can hang out when it's me and you.
It's just me and you. Mm-mm.
And people have done that to me, and I've understood, like, your friend's not gonna mesh with me. So instead of putting me in a situation where I have to be a hermit crab in a corner until you have time to speak to me, I'll just stay home. And I understand that.
Clock it.
It's a little hurtful, but you'll get over it. I would rather that than being put in a situation where I'm uncomfortable. 100%.
I agree.
If you feel like your best friend can go anywhere, that's not your best friend. And I'm just gonna put that out there. If you don't feel like y'all are locked in for life, that's not your best friend. If you feel like something happened and y'all won't be best friends no more, y'all are not best friends. Because when me and my best friend disagree, I know he ain't going nowhere.
That's
I know
real.
that even if I'm upset or he upset, we're gonna talk about it at some point.
Yeah.
Because we ain't going nowhere. Like, we're too locked in. Like, if you feel like a petty argument can ruin your friendship, y'all are not best friends. And that's okay. But that's not your best friend. Had to get out that heart. I had to get that off my heart. Like,
I agree. That communication is what, guys?
Key.
The communication's key. Remember that. That's the motto. Motto. With that being said, everyone, you've heard it here first. Under the Twin XL, friends, they can be sticky. Best friendships, stickier. But with communication and understanding and like maturity, you can get through it.
And compassion.
Understanding.
Like,
what I need from you is understanding. Escape said it first, literally.
Like, if you can take yourself out of the equation and look at it from a bird's eye point of view, a lot of things will be easier to understand. Or if you put yourself in that other person's shoes.
That perspective change.
Clock it. You really ate me up, like, y'all.
Hello.
If I could get on this mic and tell my biz,
Hello.
Ashton really did her big one, like.
Stop.
But we'll let y'all go. We'll let y'all leave from Under the Twin XL until next time, y'all. It's J. Levon.
And it's Ash, and this has been Under the Twin XL.
We love y'all.
Bye. Under the Twin XL is produced in the studios of WANM-FM 90.5 in the School of Journalism and Graphic Communication at Florida A&M University.